Hi, scientists. I wanted to have talk a little bit more about seeds, show you some examples of seeds from different fruits, and then have you work with me to label a seed diagram. I know you cannot see my face right now, but you can see my computer screen and hear my voice, and that's exactly what I would like you to be able to do. So, we're going to start by talking more about seeds. I know we did our two read alouds, but I'd like you to begin to understand something. Seeds are many different shapes, sizes, and colors, just like it was introducing in the books. Here is a picture of a flower with its seeds, and here are the seeds to the right. Here are sunflowers and the sunflower seeds. Here's a kiwi, the fruit, with its black seeds inside. And here is a dandelion, and here's a close up picture of the dandelion seeds. Now, what I want you to realize is that in order to grow a fruit or a flower of the same type, they need to come from the same type of seeds. So, for example, if I have sunflower seeds and I plant them, sunflowers will grow. If I plant a kiwi seed, will I have a watermelon that will grow? No, they will grow into kiwi trees and kiwi fruits. So all the seeds will grow into the same type of plant that they came from. So here are some examples in real life I wanted to show you. We have apples all the time. And when you eat an apple, you might have apple seeds inside, and you can look for them and find them. If you have apple seeds, they could grow into apple trees to make apples. Here's another picture. These are some zucchinis. Here are some zucchini seeds. They will grow into a zucchini plant and make zucchinis. Now, when you look at a zucchini, or when you look at an apple for that matter, the seeds are not on the outside, they're on the inside. It's the same with the kiwi. Most fruits have their seeds on the inside. You might be saying, well, Mrs. Shepherd, a zucchini is a vegetable, it's not a fruit. We often call zucchinis vegetables when we're talking about fruits and vegetables with our families, but the scientific definition of a fruit is anything with seeds. So, any living, growing food that we eat that has seeds is going to be called a fruit. So, technically, scientifically, zucchinis are a fruit. Pumpkins are a fruit. Those are things that oftentimes we would call vegetables, but no, no, no. Scientifically, they are a fruit. Next, I have peaches. When I look inside of a peach, I see the pit. That is the seed of the peach. So, another thing for you to recognize is that sometimes there's tons and tons, hundreds of seeds inside of a fruit. Sometimes there's just one or two, and sometimes there are many more. For flowers, they also can make hundreds of seeds or maybe just a couple of seeds at a time. So, now that we have talked a little bit more about seeds, I want you to look at my next screen here. This is a worksheet that I also included in your learning for this week, and you have two choices right now. You can have it printed out, which your adult might have helped you print it out already, or you can pause this video and draw a picture of this seed diagram on a blank paper that you have at home. So pause this video if you need to gather your materials. You need this paper that you see on my screen, or you need a blank piece of paper to draw this seed. And you also need a pencil to write with because we're going to be labeling the parts of the seed. So here we go. I'm going to start by typing my name. I'm typing because I'm on my computer, but you will write because you are writing at home. So I put my name, Mrs. Shepherd, and I'm going to label the parts of a seed. Now, this is a very basic diagram of a seed. Not all seeds are this shape, and this is certainly much bigger than most real seeds. So what you need to know is that although seeds look very different depending on the plant that they are from, they all have the same basic parts. So the parts of a seed are the same even if they come from different plants. So when we're looking at this diagram, we can tell there's a word bank at the bottom to help us. The words that we need to label are seed coat, root, leaves, and food. So we're going to start on the outside of the seed. This big, thick black line that goes all the way around the seed, that is the seed coat. And it's pretty easy. I'm going to type it, seed coat. You're going to write it into this box to label the seed coat where the arrow is pointing. The seed coat is easy to remember because you think of putting on a coat to keep you warm in the winter. A seed coat is the protection for the seed. It protects the seed while it is waiting to start growing. It keeps everything safe inside. Next, we have this large area inside of the seed. It actually makes up the most inside of the seed. And this is the food of the seed. I'm going to label it food. You can write the word food. Now, older kids and adults that are scientists call this food part of the seed by a fancy name. We call it the cotyledon. The cotyledon is the food inside the seed. The reason the seeds need food is because this baby plant that's up here at the top needs some food to help it start to grow before it emerges from the soil. So this is the food that gives the baby plant the ability to grow in the very, very beginning. If you look at the top of this diagram of a seed, you can see what looks like a baby plant. And that's why we say seeds hold the baby plant, or seeds are baby plants. Now, we could call this the embryo if we were older scientists, but we are going to label the two parts of the embryo. This first part on the right where my cursor is, this is the root. And the root is the part of the plant that grows first. So as soon as it starts to get water and warmth and nutrients, the seed will start to grow and the root will grow down in the soil first, just like we saw in the books we were reading. And we'll see it more again this week. Then we have these other parts. Can anyone guess what these would be? It's our last word, and they actually look like what they will become. Yes, these are the leaves. Oops. Let me put a new text box in there. Lost my text box. These are the leaves, and these are also just waiting in the inside of the seed, waiting to have all of the things they need to start growing. The warmth, the water, and some nutrients in a nutritious place of the soil. So scientists, this is the parts of a seed. These are the basic parts of a seed that you need to know. You may, at the end of this video, pause and then color the different parts. Color each part a different color. For example, maybe I would color the seed coat purple, the food yellow, the root brown, and the leaves green. But before you color, I want to show you what this looks like in real life. Let me find my tab. So on the inside of a seed, this is what it looks like. It's not many different colors. It has the seed coat, it has the cotyledon, the food, and then this little part. Do you guys see where I'm pointing? Whoops. This little part is the leaves and the root that are waiting to grow. Okay? That is what I wanted to show you about the parts of a seed. Here are some other seed pictures if you look to the left where I'm scrolling, just looking at Google Images. I think this bean one is the best one to look at to see the different parts. Here's another good one. See this one? They cut the bean in half and you can just see a little bit of the seed coat on the outside, and then you can see the baby plant here with the root starting to grow down, and the leaves are right here really tiny where my cursor is pointing. And here's one more. So here it has some of the larger scientist, older scientist words labeled, but you can see again that it has the baby plant, the embryo, has the roots and the leaves, it has the cotyledons, all the food storage to start it growing, and then it has the seed coat on the outside. So scientists, I want to thank you for joining me today for labeling the parts of a seed. And I will be back with you shortly to tell you what to do next.